Bro, I've not seen a single chat. I'm like wondering if like there's a glitch or something. I can't see them. Is that what's going on? Guess not. I don't know. Or maybe just no one is literally not one single person has chatted yet. One good thing about wearing white is you get to see how tan I am. Like, look at that. That is tan. But where the fuck is the chats at, low key? Like, I did not see one chat. Are we okay? Bro, no one has said. I have not seen a single chat. Can someone just put something in the chat so I know that it's working? I guess not. I guess it is what it is. I guess there's no chat today. No talking to y'all today, apparently. I don't know. There's not one person that's put anything in the chat, so I have no idea what anyone's saying. I want to low-key get my computer and see if anyone's actually put... There, I don't see anything in the chat, so I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's just a blank screen. I wish I could show you guys this. Not a single person has said anything. Or maybe no one said anything. Maybe no one has said anything. Maybe that's what's going on. No one has said a word. People are going to be like, why aren't you replying to the chat? I don't see a chat. I see 13 people in the stream. I don't see one single person saying a word. So I don't know. I'm assuming that people are saying that my phone's probably glitching. That's what I'm assuming. But I don't know that for a fact. So how am I going to, like, how am I going to maintain people in here when that's the case? Unless people actually enjoy me not answering their questions. Because they feel like now, oh, this guy is so high value of a streamer that he doesn't even answer the questions. That must make him really good. I know how some of you sick-minded people think. Oh, man. I'm looking. Can't take it. Let's see if anyone's put anything in the chat and I'm just being dumb. Maybe not. Maybe. See, people have put stuff in the chat and I'm missing it. See? Okay. What up, Meta? Yo, what up? Alive? Are you free single? What up, bro? With a t-shirt on, yes. You can't see the chat? No, now I can. What pronouns do you prefer? The best. Yep. There are a couple of chats. You should be able to see it. Refresh. This dude is clueless. I am clueless, bro. Hey, what up? Bro, can you join me on Fortnite playing Fortnite? No. Yep, your assumption is right. Yep. What pronouns do you prefer? Hi, what up? How old are you? I'm 21. Jake, hi, how are you? Doing good. What the hell? Why are you wearing a t-shirt? Build or no build? Build or no build? What does that even mean? Fortnite? I don't play Fortnite. I don't do that. But yeah, so I couldn't see y'all's chats, and that's why I was like confused. How you been, Jake? I've been good. I've just been vibing out here, trying to figure everything out, doing quicker streams, which has actually been good for productivity because I've been able to get in, talk to you guys while still not wasting so much time and energy in the day because you only have so much mental bandwidth in the day that you can use. So you kind of have to be smart with that. Like after this, I have to go to Target, but it's fine because like dude, I'm probably gonna look like I work at Target. it's fine because that's not going to take that much mental bandwidth. You know what I mean? Driving to a place, going to a store, I don't need to think that much to do that shit. Once I'm in my computer actually getting work done and building these programs, I got to think. And that's not fun, but it is what it is. Um, what would happen if no one wears t-shirts? I don't know. Probably the same thing that happened 10,000 years ago when clothes weren't a thing. Name a car for an edit Lamborghini. Hi, what up, bro? Can I ask you anything? Ugh, I guess, but I don't know with that whole like situation, the way you're phrasing it, you're making it sound hella like I don't know, like you're not some weird shit. But go ahead. Yo, remember me? What up? What up? What up, Earthquaker? Was good. Yes, I remember you. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, I definitely see people like we got BL, Heartbeats, Ethan, Metamemes, all these people I remember. Everyone else, I don't think I remember you, unfortunately. Earthquake, I actually remember you. 1,000 years ago, people don't get tuned on all the time if no one wears nothing. Oh, people don't get turned on all the time. Oh yeah. So I don't know why I read that like that because I'm reading from my fucking computer. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck it was back then, so I have no assessment to even make a statement on that. Cool. Can you do 20 push-ups? No. Today's my rest day. I already trained yesterday and the day before that, and I did like 2 training sessions yesterday, or not a mini. I did a mini training session outside in the bag, and then I did an actual lifting session, and I did lifting before that. So today's a rest day for me. Today I'm chilling, just vibing, streaming, getting sun, eating good food, writing in my notebook, going to stores. That's the vibe. Do you remember me? What up, Jaden? Cheyenne Young, do you remember me? Yes. Yeah, I see you commenting my stuff too. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. You was on drugs? When? Remember me, the one who asked you to go outside and find a girl? What? Interesting. I don't remember that, but I remember that name. That name looks familiar. Are you free single? I'm single. I'm not like free. I don't even know. Like, I'm pretty busy. Would you recommend injecting TRT? No, I would not recommend injecting TRT. And I feel like you guys already know this, but my entire protocol is based off the idea of naturally increasing testosterone. So when you guys, bring up the idea of pills or something unnatural, it really frustrates me because there's so many ways to naturally increase it. And I think the big issue is because people are so on this idea that pharmaceuticals and medicine is the answer, they really fuck themselves over and they don't go to the base of the actual issue. And that's a problem for sure. That's definitely a problem. After that, you did push-ups. Oh, nice. What is TRT? TRT is just testosterone, so it's like, giving yourself an increase in testosterone. Basically, all the shit I talk about, eating steak, getting sun, doing sprints, fuck all that. We're just gonna put all that into a shot and boom, jab it in you, and it'll probably fuck you up because now your body can never produce natural testosterone again. That's how it fucks you up. What do you do for work? Like I said, I'm a personal trainer. I'm a coach. I'm an online fitness coach. I help men in their 20s boost testosterone naturally through diet, lifestyle, and training, but I also just help people in general with health, and fitness. Do you take creatine? No, but I eat about 2 pounds of red meat a day, and that's about the recommended dosage of creatines in that red meat. So I would recommend you guys take creatine because no one eats as much red meat as me. But if you do eat as much red meat as me, then you don't need to. How many liters of water do you drink every day? I have no idea. I could never tell you. It's different every single day based off the training and how much sun I'm getting, how much I'm outside. And also another thing too is I just don't know. I don't calculate it at all. Definitely more than uh oh, I would say honestly I probably drink anywhere from like half a gallon to a gallon a day of water. Stylinos, what up, what up, welcome. Alright, 4 to 5 liters, yeah. Brian Johnson said in his new video that choking your partner causes brain damage. Bro is taking away all the pleasure away from us. Did he really say that? That's fucking. See, that's why you can't like, because that whole frame is that, you know, like the idea of that, like, oh, I don't want to, like, that's not a vibe. That's not a vibe at all. I feel like everyone needs to be choked to a certain extent, whether it's a dude in combat or jujitsu or wrestling or um it's a woman also practicing that or she just likes it. I think it's important for a human experience. I know it sounds weird, um, but I think for one, you get a head high from it. This is just a fact. But also, as a dude, if you can learn how to get choked and still like combat, then in a real life situation, if someone's trying to kill you in front of your family, you could get out of the choke or learn how to combat while just being in a chokehold. So you have that high, but you're still somewhat locked in instead of being choked for the first time. I don't know why we got on that topic. Jake, I'm going on train to Germany. Good stuff. Bye. I have to go to school tomorrow morning, but I'll watch your cool live. By the way, peace out. Good luck on following subs, everyone. To Jake's takes, thank you. You look tired. Not today's perspective. What? What does that even mean? I honestly couldn't tell you what that means. I can tell you what the first part of it meant. He exactly said that shit. Well, that's crazy. I mean, that's why he looks like that and acts like that. You know what I mean? Because he's the type of person to. I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not gonna go off on his dating life. I don't know how his dating life is, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna go too deep into that. You again. Yep. Said hi. You again. Yep. I remember when you were a good little boy. Okay. Hi. What up, Jake? When is your birthday? My birthday is September 11th. Uh, now you're living above the garage. Okay. Yesterday was International Cat Day. Do you like cats? I don't, but I did meet one cat one time that I really actually didn't mind. And I was like, okay, like it was weird because for the most part, I don't really have that many interactions with cats, but I always like dogs way more. And I always thought cats, based off what people told me, wasn't great. And I noticed I usually saw like stray cats, and they weren't nice or anything. But I realized like when someone has a cat and you like have a good cat that actually like trusts you, that's like it's a good time. Like if they're like a little fluffier. That's what I'm saying. Like the cat was basically like a dog to me. It was weird. It was like it would just lay there and like be like rub me. And I was like, okay, like this is like a dog in a cat's body. So I can still say I don't like cats because the cat that I really liked was not acting like a cat, even though it was a cat. How the fuck do we get on topic of cats, though? I don't know. August 8th is my birthday. Hola, amigos. You can always crash on your Uncle John's couch. I like dogs. March 16th. I like dogs. So hi, everybody. Hey. Oh, my brother birthday is also September 11th. You want to know what's my dog's name, Jake? March 16th is my birthday. Finally saw you in a shirt. By the way, you said being shirtless in your channel is icon. What happened? It's definitely a big part of the channel. However, that doesn't mean that, you know, I just got back from the store, like, and I decided to do a live. I'm not just gonna take off my shirt just to prove a point. Like, if I want to do a live and I'm still wearing a shirt, I'm still wearing a shirt. It is what it is. What up, Tan? Today you are looking good. Thank you. You look like Tyrod. Thank you. I don't know why I like to say that. Um, what up, Lawrence? What up, Roblox? Chill. Can you tell what's your childhood? Can I tell what's my childhood? What does that even mean? I don't like my brother. He is really annoying. I like cats and fishes. Dude, you are blushing. Oh, thank you. Well, it's probably also because I'm like tan in my eyes. Like my eyes, because they're forward, like my cheekbones are kind of forward, so they have that rounded look, and then that exposes to the sun the most, so it makes me look like I'm blushing. So thank you. Uh, watch Dexter before dying. Okay, what? I don't even know. F. In our country, it's nighttime. Nice. So this person said, "Can you tell what's your childhood?" and then didn't emphasize on what the question was. So I guess they don't care about it being answered. Y'all are so short attention span. Like, all right, on to the next thing. Me too, Roblox. Yeah. I don't know why the fuck, like, why do I have so many fucking people in my streams that are named Roblox? I hate the fact that, like, I just remember like being in the gym in one of my streams and being like, "Yo, what up, Roblox?" I'm like, I'm saying "What up, Roblox," and like, what the fuck is going on? This doesn't make sense, but it's just because fucking people play fucking. I don't know. It's weird. I got that fucking fan base. I don't know what the hell's going on, dude. These streams have made me realize how much different like I do videos now. I was watching some old videos of myself, and I was just not clean. I was not like something wasn't right. I don't know. Now these videos I have way more. I don't know. Just experience. I don't even know what the fuck to even call it. I found your YouTube twin, Tommy Davis. Jake, he is your twin, bro. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to look this person up now. Watch him look nothing like me. This happens all the time. People I get the most is Benson Boone and the Forrest Frank. I think he kind of looks like me. If we're talking about the mustache. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Bruh. We definitely have the same mustache, but no. We do not look alike. Sorry to say. Sorry to say. No, we do not. I'm sorry. That is almost the one of the most like non um non comparisons I've ever seen, to be honest. He has the same mustache maybe, but not the same face at all. My face is definitely different. But we could get the crowd's assessment on that. Maybe I'm stupid at things. Joe Goldberg clean shave versus Joe Goldberg beard. Uh, Joe Goldberg clean shaved. Are you happy even though you have low view? Thanks, brother. Um, am I happy? I don't know if I'm happy even if I were to have high views. I don't even know I don't know what happy is. Like what's the baseline of happy? I don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? That's where my brain kind of is at. Like if someone were to ask, "Am I happy?" I wouldn't know what to tell them. And if someone were to ask my friends or family, "Hey, how is he doing? Is he happy?" They wouldn't know what to tell them either. Or they might say something, but they wouldn't be correct. You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't say I'm happy or sad. I would say I'm just doing and searching and trying to figure this shit out more than anything. Um, so yes, I'm not sad that I have low views, but I'm also wouldn't be happy if I had high views. I'm stagnant and just more in the idea that I need to get better. At everything. He does look like you. Nah, I can't put it together. Jake, you always remind me of a ripe tomato, so fresh and tempting. Just want to taste you. What the fuck? This is probably one of the best things I've seen. Can you give advice on how to have a good schedule because I can't manage all the stuff so I have to miss the gym? Yes, I can. I can actually. It's not a bad question at all. You need this fucking thing right here. It's called a notebook. All right? And you need pencils, okay? Not one pencil, like a bunch of pencils. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your phone in your drawer, okay? Set a timer for 30 minutes, and you are going to sit there with your notebook and you are going to wait. You could write shit down in your notebook or you could wait. And you're just going to sit there with your thoughts. And you're going to write down everything you need to do in the day once you feel like it, okay? But you really need to get away from the phone. So get the notebook, get away from the phone, because I used to put my notes in my phone because I thought, oh my God, I'm being so productive. It was to a certain extent productive, but the issue was when I was on my notes app, I would get so distracted by all the other apps. When you put all the noise away, the phone, the TV, this computer, the video, all the different stuff, and you just have you, your notebook, and your pencil, and some good lights, and your room, and your thoughts. Then you are able to actually write down what you need to do, right? And then once you do that, once you go from that situation, then it's more of a vibe of, okay, now I could write shit down that I'm thinking I gotta go to the gym. Okay, and then write down gym. And that's all you need to write down. That's the thing, is like day one, you don't need to do a lot. Just write down gym and gym. That's it. All you need to do. Simple as that. So like that's what I'm kind of saying is just like and then day 2 gym good meal. And then day 3 like gym good meal homework. And the more you do it, the better it's going to be. That's what I will say. Okay? The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. My notebook did not look good when I first started. It was all over the place. It was random. I was missing days. Now it's more organized. Now I do every single day. Okay? I rarely miss a day. And I think that difference is just what happens over time. So keep that in mind that you want to stay organized. Get a notebook. Go on ChatGPT if you need to as well, and stay organized on there as well. Notebook and ChatGPT are my two things to stay organized. But organization, I'm not an organized person. I'm very sporadic. I'm very, high stimulation, like looking for the high. But organization has been my focus this summer, and one of the best things I've done to be more organized that's helped me over the past 5 months from March to now is that notebook. Like if you look at my day in March, like 5 months ago, I was so lazy. I wouldn't know what the hell I was doing. I was being extremely lazy and just indulged in just bad behaviors and not doing anything except for my classes and college stuff. Now I'm way more locked in, way more dialed in, and way more clear headed because I don't have all these things like all over the place. You know what I mean? Because I have the notebook to always look back to it. So that's kind of the vibe. Okay. What up? Okay. Land Tech or Land Leech, I don't know what that is. Get a Life. Joe Goldberg versus Michael C. Hall, I don't know what that is. Roblox, what's your pH level? I don't know that. 75. I like your smile, thank you. What perfume do you like the most? I don't think I even know what any of the perfumes like do or are. I know I definitely don't like a lot of them because whenever I walk into like a Macy's, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like that's definitely my family's fault too, because my parents are super against like all that stuff. But I'm trying to remember. Like I don't ask the girls like, "Oh, what perfume you wearing?" Like I like it. Like but I'm just like I could be like, "Ah, like that smells good." But I don't remember what it was. I'm like, "Yeah, that smells good." So, there's definitely been times where I'm like this doesn't smell good and there's definitely been times where I'm like that does smell good. And I at both times I didn't think to ask them what it was. I was just, kind of just enjoyed the smell. Uh 7 point. What's this flag called? Madison Beer versus Madison Beer. I don't even know who the other person is, but I'm just gonna go with Madison Beer. I will definitely try. Thank you so much, man. Hell yeah. Hey, how are you doing? Good. 8 likes. Hell yeah. Eddie Hall versus Jake's Takes. And what? Like what are we versing each other in? Let's go over that. Let's not just say Eddie Hall's gonna beat me in everything. Okay. What are we versing each other in? Let's get competitive here. Are you straight? Yes. Hey, what up? You're like my favorite treat, impossible to forget, and always in my mind. Okay. Diddy loves y'all. Are you straight? Yes. Okay, let's chill out with all this stuff. Bro, the computer makes it so hard to navigate this stuff. Are you having a good day? Hell yeah, bro. It's morning, so it's kind of, not really day. But yeah. Bro, how the fuck you choose Madison Beer over Jamie Murray? Search her up an almost perfect accent and okay. I picked Madison Beer almost over anyone, but let's go over this. And then maybe I was wrong the entire time and didn't feel the need to uh are you serious right now? Are we English actress? The one in Dexter. No. No. Madison Beer absolutely destroys this person. Sorry. I don't even know why we're talking about this, but I guess I just answer every question. Um, yeah. See you on low battery. See your shoulder. Peace out. Roblox, where are you from? Who is your favorite NFL team? Dolphins, because I'm from South Florida. Uh, okay. Goal. You're okay. Uh, so yeah, there you have it. Some of these questions are interesting. I don't like. Why do you live in Arizona? So I live in Arizona because I go to Arizona State University, the college. So that's why. Uh, Simple as that. I like the Eagles. Nice. Lexi Lore. What does that mean? See, here's the thing. When the chat becomes something that I can't understand half the things that are being said, then I'm just like, bro. Like what am I supposed to do? Like I do not know what that means. I do not know what that means. I don't know what that means. It's a person. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people just say things. I don't know who these people are. I don't know what we're saying. Like, can you get a job, please? Um well that would make me have two jobs then, doing this business and then also doing another job. That'd be a lot, you know? Charlie, I like Eagles eggs. Will you do masters? Fuck no. I am literally doing my last senior year of college and then I am done with school. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm starting to realize. I have this weird idea that like after college, like, oh, I'm gonna be so done with it. I'm gonna be so done with like Arizona. Like, no, I'm gonna be done with fucking school. I'm not gonna be done with Arizona. I'm not gonna be done with the college lifestyle of hanging out with friends and doing college like things and going out and having a good time and all that different stuff. I'm not gonna get tired of that. I'm gonna be done with the school part. So I need to kind of put that into perspective a little bit, because sometimes I get caught up in this idea that, oh, well, like, without the school, it wouldn't be the same, like, why? I just don't get it. Like, there's a big part of me now. It's over now, and it is what it is. But there's a part of me that's like, there's I could have easily just got an apartment out here, just went out, met people, made friends, and I didn't need the whole college thing. Yes, I did meet people through college, obviously. That does help, 1 trillion gazillion percent definitely does help. But it doesn't mean like you can't be someone that's not in college, go to a college town and make a shit ton of friends. That that's that's the thing that I would recommend to a lot of people if they feel like they're missing out on the college experience. What I would say is try to go to a college town, try to make some friends with, the people in the college, so then you can work on your own business, not have to go in debt, and still have a bit of a college experience because they still invite you all this shit. It's really like sometimes I look back and I'm just like, damn, like there's some people that have no money spent in college, but they still are getting these college experiences that I would have thought I would have needed to college to get these experiences. Like I didn't need it. They didn't need it. So why the fuck? Like that's my brain. That's where my brain goes. Um they are delicious. I have a job application you want to apply? Fuck no. You'll be able, do you know what buy is? I know, so you are? No. Or I don't know what we asked the question. Um uh so you also know what? Why do you live in China? I do. Okay, but uh you are testosterone coach. So tell me which country has lowest testosterone and why. I don't know why. You want to know something funny? It might be the USA. It probably isn't, but the USA definitely has a testosterone problem. It definitely has a decrease in the average, which is bad. And the reason why is because of horrible diet and comfort lifestyle of cars, no hunting, all this different stuff. Video games, all that. That's what it is. You know, electronics, social media, all that. That's what I think it is. What do you mean, vote? Hey, remember me? I'm 15. What up? Are you? No. Vogel, where are you from? Remember me? I'm 15. Germany. What about you? I have to tell you guys about this video I saw that just bothered me so much. Oh my god. I don't know where the hell it was. It was somewhere in the Middle East. And this super cuz like the design of like the fucking pool was like weird. Like I'd never seen something like it. Like maybe in like Jordan or something or like Pakistan. I don't know. And they're wearing like their outfits and stuff. And this dude, this heavier dude, it's wearing like his nice outfit. He like falls on like this like slide thing in the pool, right? And normal athletic people could easily get up from it, right? Easily. Like literally easily get up from it. It's like a ramp that you walk up, okay? Of the pool. It's like it was pretty much a pool that was like not filled, or at least that's how I remember it. Anyway, this fat guy literally could not get up. He could not get out of the thing. He was that unathletic. So they tried to pull him up with like ropes and like sticks, and they couldn't do it because they were strong enough to pull him up, but he was so unathletic with his grip that everything got. And I'm just like, oh my god, like this. So he was stuck there for like hours. Like they were like giving him food and what he was like like he was like in pain, and I'm just like, this is so horrifying that something as simple as this, because of your weight, you are now in a horrifying position. Like a 5-year-old can get out of this situation, but you can't. And this is sad because the guy was like in his mid 20s, 30s. Like he was like a young, heavier guy. And they ended up having to get a crane, like those crane like those driving like construction crane thingies or whatever that you drive around in and then you like pick up shit. They had to get that and scoop him up. And like once they scooped him up, like he was like all over the place, and then they just like released him on the floor, and he just laid on the floor and couldn't like, and was just in just such relief, he just couldn't even get up. It was just like, this is the most like unathletic, scary situation, and all the luckily the comments were like, if this is a motivation to go to the gym, I don't know what the fuck is, like, true. But like, holy fuck, I was just like, I swear to God, never allow that. Never allow that to happen to my kids, to my parents. I just, I was like, this guy is so young, and the fact that this is a struggle is scary. And the reality is, if he was at that pool alone, just checking it out, decided he wanted to go down there, and he couldn't get up, he could have died there. And that's what's fucked, because you're at a nice hotel with nice people wearing nice things, but he's so unathletic that at that pool he could have died because of his raw unathleticism. It's almost like some guy like just you're just I don't even fucking know. It just bothers me to see adults so unathletic. It really does. You know what bothers me too though? When I see someone that looks extremely athletic that can't swim. That shit pisses me off so much. When I see some guy that's like ripped, like looks like a football player, and he goes into like a lake or a pool and all of a sudden he can't swim and he's freaking out for his life. I'm like, are you fucking like a grown man? You are like strong. You could clearly lift weights, and you tell me you can't fucking swim. No one ever taught you to swim. You never figured it out when you're adult or when you're some age. You're like, I don't know how to fucking swim. I gotta figure this shit out. What the fuck? What if I fucking drown in a fucking lake? Like maybe it's just a Florida thing for me. I'm just like, the idea that someone doesn't know how to swim is psychopath to me, because like you have to know how to swim in Florida, or at least I don't know. But yeah, that shit pisses me off too. All right, yep. I'm so hungry. I could eat you. Okay. Uh, if it was a lean guy, even fractured, he can at least get up himself. Yeah. Also, yeah, there's so much to it. Like, the lean guy could have broken legs and get up, and the fat guy was not harmed at all. He just couldn't get back up. The only harmed himself the more fucking stuck he was, and the more he like freaked himself out. It was fucking horrifying, bro. I swear to God, that video was just like I promise you, I hope that is a situation. I hope that dude is like, holy fuck, I gotta figure this. I gotta do something. This is not okay. Like, I hope he starts going to the gym after that. If there's not a wake up call, I don't know what is. Like, you're fucked. You're done for life if you can't start going to the gym because of that. Uh yeah, I would show you guys a video, but I don't remember it. Hey, do you have a wife? Just asking. I could be your wife. Okay, what the fuck? What's your ideal type girl, like dream girl? Bro, I don't know. Like, I don't. It's such a like interesting question, because when I think of my dream girl, I don't like that's not what I'm picking and choosing off of. Like, think this is what I'm saying. Like, I could think, okay, I want her to be, look this way, act this way. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to actively go out for that person if they don't show attraction to me. So my dream girl technically is the girl that is, you know, someone that I do find extremely attractive, that also really, really likes me and enjoys what I do and enjoys being with me. Like, that is much, much, much more important than anything else. So, I like to say this, though. If you were to ask me one quality I look for in a girl, uh, it would be, I'm attracted to girls that are good at protecting their energy. And it's a little bit of a broad statement, but I stand by it. Oh, my car. Hello, please don't ban me. I will not spam again, Max Holloway. This fucking guy, bro. With the fucking Max Holloway. Lil bro. Who is Burj Khalifa from Peach? I don't know. Gym rat girl, definitely. You know what? I'm not into, like, a muscular girl at all. That's, like, not my vibe. I don't know why, I don't know who is, but for me, when it comes to purely like aesthetics wise, um, I want you to look, how they're supposed to look, how, the gym girls are supposed to look, not too over concerned about upper body. Like maybe they do like maybe they hit upper body like once or twice like a month, and they do like shoulder presses with like 10-pound weights. Like that. That's the vibe for me. Like I don't want a girl that's like pressing heavy ass weight or deadlifting a shit. Like that's not for me. Or a girl that squats a lot. Like I'm not saying like you squat a lot like instantly. I'm like no. Like but I'm just like if your squatting makes you look more muscular to a point where it becomes unattractive, then I don't want that. You know what I mean? Um, but I feel like here's the thing. I don't know if dudes lie to themselves when they talk about shit like their attraction. That's the issue. Is like I know a lot of dudes lie to themselves about dating in general, but it's hard for me to pinpoint what exactly they do lie to themselves about. Because I, for whatever reason, in the back of my head, believe that every person, like every girl should like reality, like, or every dude should like reality the same, like, girl body type. Like, the fact that guys like different girl body types kind of doesn't really make sense to me. Because it's like, doesn't it seem like there's like a perfect one that we all like and we all know we like, but like we don't say it, but like we show it online and like we all know? Like, that's what I think. It's weird. Like, when people talk about like attraction, but like we all see like online, like who the most attractive people actually end up being, and they all look this specific way. Those are the people I find attractive. Like, and I think people lie to themselves when they try to say like they don't find those people attractive. Or if a guy says like I don't care about looks, like if a dude says they don't care about looks, I think something's wrong with their health. I'm being so serious. I think something might be wrong with their libido, something wrong with their testosterone, something wrong with their neurological wiring, something's wrong. All right, man. Gotta go. Enjoyed your stream. Hell yeah. Okay. F and T. Thank you, Max Holloway. Why do you beat Dustin and you need to fight for lightweight title? Gold Digger Monster Hunter. Hi. What's up? Redhead. How old are you? I'm 21. Wow. 999. I mean, he is speaking facts. Not gonna lie. Oh, thank you. Unknown. The weather is really cool here, dude. It's funny whenever I talk about dating, like sometimes I'm like I say a bunch of shit. I'm like, oh, I don't know if that came across the right way, and I'll just see like some chat be like, damn, that's facts, low key. I'm like, okay, I guess that did. Because sometimes that's what I'm saying. I know for a fact my family members and friends tell me like sometimes I say some things that unfortunately is a little insensitive, so it's hard to open your mind to every point because they hear one thing and then they instantly go like, "Oh, I don't want to listen to this person." So like if I say like being fat is not healthy. Some people might take that offensively, so they go on to the next thing, you know. Um the weather's really cool here. For real, I'm a guy, but I like girls that good, simple, humble. Yeah. I don't know why there's a but. As a guy, you're supposed to like that. Oh God, I shouldn't talk about this, but one of the stupidest fucking things I think women have in dating is when they think that men are attracted to a high ego or a challenge. That is one of the most idiotic fucking things a woman could fucking think. And the only reason they think that is because that's what they're attracted to. So they assume, oh, well, if I get jealous when I see him with other girls, that means that he'll get jealous when he sees me with other guys. Incorrect. This is where so many women fuck up because a lot of women don't actually know what men find attractive at all. It's actually fucking scary as fuck. And it's a little sad because when you are experiencing a girl that you know has extreme obsession and attraction for you, but she doesn't know the things that she does that makes her look unattractive, and you won't tell her because it's not for you to say. It's for them to. I want to know who you are. So I'm not going to tell you something bothers me because that's not who you really are. I want to know who you are. So I'm just going to let you rat yourself out. And that's what a lot of girls end up doing, if even if they really like me. And it sucks because sometimes I'll be like, damn, like if only you knew how unattractive that makes you look, you would have never said that, because I know how much you like me and I know how much you want to make this work, but you also don't understand how male attraction works, and because of that, um, you really fucked yourself over. And the reason a lot of these girls don't understand how male attraction works, because a lot of dudes aren't attracted to the girls the right way, because like they get stuck on things like they'll take bad treatment from a girl because she's hot. Like that's the stupidest thing ever. Like I know I talk about like, oh my gosh, like I think like obviously I want her to be hot. Like I say like I only go for hot girls, like, but that doesn't mean that I would fucking deal with bullshit from a hot girl. Like I still want her to be feminine and submit to me and be obsessed with me. The difference is I just want her to be hot. Like that's where a lot of dudes fuck up, because they think, oh, if she's hot, that means that I have to, give her the world and be all this, and that's like no. In fact, you can be the opposite because they're not used to that. In fact, be the opposite. It's so funny. Like, um, I remember, uh, I mean, sometimes I use uh, dating apps a little bit, and sometimes they'll hit me up and then they'll say something like, "Oh, like something about money," right? And then I'll literally always say this. I'll say, "I don't have any money." And a lot of dudes think that's a stupid thing to say to women. Okay, a lot of dudes think like saying to a woman openly, honestly, like confidently that you don't have money is like stupid. They don't understand that you are differentiating yourself from all these dudes, because now you're not qualifying yourself. Keeping it real. And I swear to God, they literally find it so funny. They don't like, a lot of dudes think that the second the girl talks about money, the the dude's gonna start talking about money and the girl's gonna be like, oh, you're talking about money? That means you make a lot of money. That's hot. No. The reality is, like, if you confidently say, like, I'm broke, like, they low key love that shit, because it's all relaxed now. Who gives a fuck? We're all just chilling here. I swear to God, this is a thing. This is a weird thing. Um, uh, the weather's really cool here. So you got good luck with your stream. Thank you. You had breakfast? Not yet. Jake's jealousy is girls' nature. It's very common, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, jealousy is definitely girls' nature. And I think it's important to recognize that, but also not get bitter about it and just respect the nature of the world. This is what I'm saying. Like, you know how dudes maybe get a little egotistical, even really smart, respectful dudes, if you tick them off too much, if you disrespect them, they could want to hurt you very physically and like snap and switch. And they don't really have a extreme amount of control over that. I think it's the same way with women and jealousy over men. I think when they don't have control over their jealousy. So when they see a guy that they find attractive with girls surrounding him that are clearly attracted to him, they can't help but be jealous that they want to be one of the girls. They wish their brain didn't do this though. This is the thing. This is why it's so hard to get advice from women about dating, because they wish their brains didn't do it. Why the fuck are they gonna tell you where their vulnerability is, where they lose control? Why the fuck would they tell you that? They'll never tell you that, obviously. Like that's the thing. I got bullied back when I was in my teen years because of having braces that gave me insecurity. It was traumatic probably when I was 13. Yeah, those things definitely can young people don't talk about it, or no, people do, but like those young times that you get made fun of, those things stick forever. Like, it makes you perceive yourself that specific way forever. Like, you're having a bad day, you're feeling low confidence, all of a sudden you're like 13 again, getting made fun of. Even though, like, everything's all good, like, everything might be better, you're, because of the bad day and the lack of confidence, and you got hit hard with something, it all kind of compacts, and all of a sudden you're back to that, like, I'm not that person anymore. So that's where it gets really tough to navigate, like, a lot of, you know, stuff that people say when you're in middle school, high school, and these are, like, developed in it. I saw this thing, it was a YouTube short, and this is why it's so important that if you get bullied, you absolutely have to respond in the way of achieving your goals and becoming the best version of yourself, because if you're not, then they win, and that's just a sad story. But it was this thing where it's like, the reality is, like, your developing years shape how you perceive yourself. So if you're constantly being bullied, you're gonna perceive yourself in a really, really bad light. That's the thing. That's what I didn't really kind of realize, is like, you're gonna perceive yourself in a bad light, um, no matter what. Because, and people are like, oh no, ignore it. It's like, that's fucking bullshit. Anybody that tells you to ignore it hasn't gotten bullied hard enough to understand that you don't just ignore it. You gotta fight it in some way. Either you fight it right then and there, or in your own goals in life. But yeah, that shit can really fuck some people up for a really long time, and it's so sad. I mean, this is why I train so hard. This is why I need to be strong. This is why I need to do the things I do and help people and be the person I am, because I see like adults, like grown adults. I remember seeing this video. Oh god, this fucking guy. Well, we've all seen that fucking Bagel Boss guy. That guy's like 5 foot, and he's complaining about how he got bullied in high school. He was like 40 years old, complained about it in a fucking store to random people because it hurt him that much. Or like, I saw this one guy that, like, the police were talking to him. It was like a police cam. And he was like, oh, like, and then the guy was saying in the police report, like, oh yeah, I got him in like a full Nelson chokehold or something like that. And the dude took it so personally that the guy said that he started freaking out. Like, the police officer was gonna let him go, but he started freaking out because he took it so personally that the guy said he put him in the chokehold. And clearly this is because the guy must have been bullied before and it must have really fucked him up. So he was so offended that the guy said, I submitted him, that he couldn't handle. This guy was like 30, 40 years old. And I'm just like, holy fuck. This shit could run the rest of your life. Like, these fucking things that happened in your life that were traumatic as a kid and really shaped the way you perceive yourself, they could run the rest of your life. They really can, if you let it. And it really depends on how fucking bad it was. Like, some people get bullied so bad to the point where they just become an absolute savage and become an absolute beast and just, but some people get so bullied so bad that they don't. They get so not confident in their ability to fight back at life that they end up either committing suicide, which is horrifying, or they just stay that same, I hate to say it, loser for the rest of their life. That reality for me is what makes me train so hard and work so hard every single day, because of that reality. There's a reality out there of some guy. It sucks to say, it makes my brain hurt even thinking about it, but there's a reality. There's a reality of some guy out there that was born a little bit shorter, a little bit skinnier, a little bit more awkward, a little bit nerdier, and he got extremely severely bullied because of it in middle school and high school. And because he got bullied because of it, because he didn't make not that many friends, not many people really supported him, he always perceived himself as a nerd and a loser. And he has gone his entire life the same way. He's been afraid of people. He's never dated a woman his entire life. He's never experienced, winning in anything. He lives in his parents' basement, and he's just sad. And we see these people walk around, they're nervous, they're addicted to, whatever the fuck. And it's horrifying. And it's like, they weren't a bad person. In fact, they may have been a nice person, but because they were born in a specific situation where they were victim, in a weak body, and they didn't get the right route of situations and mindset, their life is entire life they're a loser. They think about it when they're 30, 40, 50 years old in their basement, how they got bullied and how they ruined their entire life. And that reality is enough for me to be like, holy fuck, I need to get strong as fuck. I need to get big as fuck. I need to fucking learn how to fight. I need to learn how to make a shit ton of money. I need to fucking talk to a bunch of women. I need to fucking do all this different shit because fuck that. Fuck that. It pisses me off just fucking thinking about that reality because it is a reality. And fuck that. And then, so you ever wonder why the fuck I have so much motivation? Why do you look so much different from then to now? Like, what the fuck? That's why. Because that's a reality. And I want to stay the fuck away from that as much as possible. Okay. Jake, where are you now? Florida or Arizona right now? Hey, it's been too long. It has been long, low key. Wearing a shirt? What? Hell yeah. I wanted to fight back, but no one guy just punched me. I fell to the ground. My hand was fractured. That's very mean. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo, why are you wearing a shirt? You never wear a shirt. Just got back from the store, so I just didn't want to, Yeah, happened to me when I was in Russia. Damn, that's fucked. I'm new, bro. Can you start over? I want to know what you was talking about. I honestly forgot. But if you have any questions, you can drop them. Tanya, I can understand your pain. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for sure. But that's kind of my baseline, like, motivation is that. Like, the idea of just being a fucking loser. And the idea of being a loser in middle school, high school, and then the idea of that forming you into a loser for the rest of your life. That is the scariest reality that I try to avoid at all costs. Simple as that. I can understand your pain, yeah. I also face that kind of situation, Tanya. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, and like, this is why it's so unique, because people say things. This is why the whole statement of like, bring back bullying, or people need to start getting bullied again, or bullying's good. These statements really don't resonate with me too well. And it's funny because to a certain extent, I would say getting bullied for me was one of the best fucking things that ever happened in my entire life. It was fucking great for me. I would not be where I am today without all that fire and, like, mental fortitude. But because there's a reality of people that get bullied that don't end up like me, I can't claim that everyone is like my situation. So a lot of people have my situation. They're like, oh, bullying's good because I ended up good. It's like, no. But there are people that got bullied that didn't end up good. So that's why I say no. I say, no, it's not good. Don't participate in it. Always be the one to defend someone being picked on. That's my recommendation. And if you feel like you are kind of in the middle where you don't necessarily get bullied, but you also can't really defend people, get stronger and learn how to fight. That's why I recommend. Hey, Jake, what's up? I'm in 6th grade. By the way, it's not Tanya, it's Tanya. I'm sorry, I probably say it wrong every time. My bad. I mostly don't sometimes fight back and just ignore the insults. Then even they disrespect me a lot on school. Because I don't want to be on trouble, and I'm really focused sometimes in school. Is it right to do? See, that's where shit gets tricky. Because it's like, okay, well, I don't want to get in trouble, but these people are really fucking pissing me off. Like, that vibe. And I know that vibe. It's not a fun vibe at all. Here's what I say. I say you have a line, basically, okay? Like, because a lot of people, like, oh, I'm worried about getting in trouble. Well, okay. Once they do something to you that they would get in trouble for, then you're allowed to do something to them that would get you in trouble. That's my opinion. So, it's not like they say, like, oh, like, your mom's fat, you just throw a punch at them. Like, that's kind of fucked up. I don't know. Like, there's certain situations to that. But also, those are lessons people need to learn sometimes. But it's like, if they start doing anything physical, that gives, in my opinion, this is what I'm saying. Like, people are like, oh, if someone's bullying you, like, that gives you the right to beat the shit out of them. Like, well, some people take that as, like, verbal bullying, and, like, no. Like, if someone's saying verbal shit to you, that doesn't, in my opinion, give you the right to just physically attack them. even though sometimes my brain goes the opposite of that, I'm telling myself this for future reference. But the reality is, the second that they lay their hands on you, that is when you have the ability to do whatever you want. Now, here's the thing. Here's where dudes, this is where dudes are a little weird. Because when dudes talk about, like, oh, if, like, a girl hits me, if it's a girl on girl, fine. Guy on guy, fine, whatever. Or, yeah, but they're, like, a dude's like, if a girl hits me, I'm punching her in the face, like, fuck that. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, why do you have this obsession with, like, punching women? That's so weird. I think the absolute best thing to do as a guy to avoid, like, female physical altercations is, first off, not be a dick. It's very easy to avoid physical female altercations as long as, you're a chill dude. But let's say you're dealing with someone that's a little bit crazier and a little bit, like, just a little bit of brain deficiencies, which can happen. Definitely happens. That is when you need to run. I know. And no one is going to look at you after a girl tries to hit you and you run away. No one's going to be like, bro, you're a pussy. You're just gonna run away from a girl trying to hit you? Like, yeah, I am. Guess why? Because I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in a situation where they hit me and my brain, like, I don't know what the fuck my brain's gonna do. I don't know how my brain's gonna defend myself. I'm running the fuck away. Get me the fuck away from the situation. That's my thing. Also, some dudes, like, they set themselves up. Like, they know a girl's about to slap them, and they, like, stand there, like, slap me. I'm like, bro, you're a dumbass. Like, get the fuck out of that situation, okay? And then the dude gets slapped, and then he gets mad, and then it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you got slapped. It's like, you were literally asking for it. So that's very weird. That's a very weird thing that some dudes have, where they're like, oh my gosh, if a girl hits me, I'm fucking roundhouse. I'm like, bro, that is just weird as shit. Like, the only situation where that would be okay is if they're literally attacking you with a gun or a knife. But even then, as crazy as this sounds, I might not even think like that. I might just think of just more like a chokehold, like, but not like kill them, just like get the gun or knife out of the way and then just hold them down, not till they pass out, just hold them down and just, like, that's it. But that, obviously, you don't want to be in that situation, but, like, yeah, fuck that. I feel sorry for Yo Jake. Actually, that was not a fight. He was just pushed me. We were playing games, like, yeah. I'm really strong now. Hell yeah, Jake. Yeah, what's up? Well, I mostly said I'm not, like, glazing or saying I'm strong. Well, I can fight back if I want. It's just I really want to do what my mom said, that don't fight always, so that's why I just ignore him. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely, like, you don't want to be the one to crash out and, like, fight for no reason. Here's the thing. You don't want to be the guy that throws the first punch, and you also don't want to be the guy that gets punched first. I know this sounds crazy, right? Which basically means stay the fuck away from fights in general. If you really feel the urge to fight, go spar. There's a ton of gyms where you can spar, and people are ready to fight all day there, okay? And you can wear headgear, and it's not as bad. Do you have any tips for me, especially in middle school, or even to have if you have a giant friend group? Tips if you have a giant friend group? I guess stay neutral with everyone. Don't take sides. Don't try to stay cool with everyone, because the reality is, I'm going to be so serious. If you are hanging out with groups of people that are, like, over 20, 30 people, there's no way you're not going to have people that don't like each other. There's 1,000% going to be people in there that don't like each other. So I would say the best thing is just to avoid that. Stay chill with everyone. Obviously, if someone's super fucking weird, then just try to avoid them. But just stay chill, because here's the thing. You don't need to be, like, if you're already in a big giant friend group, now you can be the shy and quiet one, because you're already in, you don't give a fuck, like, people know you, you're just chill, you're just the chill friend. The bad time to be shy and quiet is when you have no friends. That's when you need to be Mr. Social, okay? You see what I'm saying there? Who would win, Me or you? No offense, by the way. In what? When and what? But probably me. I don't even know what we're talking about, but probably me. Sorry. Just, this is what it is. Unless we're talking about, like like Fortnite, I suck at Fortnite. Look like we same, brother, but I don't know if it's true, because when I, like, talk to girls or like the conversation, I feel scared. Maybe even scared to women. Bro, I'm really scared. I'm not trying, no, I get that. Most dudes are normally scared to talk to girls, especially when they don't do it. And that's the thing. A lot of dudes don't understand. It's like a sport almost. Like, if you like do it for 3 months, okay? Like, if you approach like 5 girls every day for 3 months, that, next day you're gonna be very confident in doing it. But if you avoid it for the next 3 months, you're gonna be like, damn, like, I haven't done this shit in a while. Like, I'm low key like rusty. When you get back into your sport, you're like, damn, I haven't played this in a while. Like, I'm rusty. It's the same thing with talking to girls. Like, you're gonna be like, damn, I'm low key rusty. Like, I gotta get back into the game. That's the reality of the situation. This happens a lot with dudes with girlfriends. They get in a long-term relationship. They forget how to talk to girls, and they break up with the girl, and then they're like, what do you mean? I don't know how to fucking talk to girls. This happens all the time. Uh, I would say the best thing, if you are scared, is to cold approach, to get over fear of rejection, is actually to get rejected. I know this sounds crazy. It's a tough reality for a lot of dudes to hear, and getting rejected isn't fun, but getting rejected is honestly probably one of the best things you can do as a guy, because it's going to give you this and like a harsh rejection too. This is actually weird. This is a weird strategy I have, but it's actually really good if you actually are smart and use it the right way and not a dumbass. So I would actually not try to actively get rejected, but try to approach as many girls as possible, okay? College, campus, high school, whatever the fuck. And if you approach enough girls, you're gonna get rejected, you're gonna get numbers, you're gonna get both. But I advise you guys to get, like, low-key brutally rejected. Because what that's going to do, like, a simple rejection of just like, oh, I have a boyfriend, like, that's going to do a little bit to you. It's going to desensitize you to it first. It's going to be a big step. But if you get rejected, like, heavily, like, the girl's like, no, like, don't talk to me. Or, like, fuck off. Like, some shit like that. That is going to desensitize you to it so much. Because that's the worst case scenario. That's what every dude's afraid of, is that they're like, ew, no, and then walk away, right? That's what every dude's afraid of. But once you have that happen to you, and it happens, you're like, oh, shit, wait a second. My life goes on. I could talk to another girl, and they could have the completely different reaction. I can get their number. Once that happens, it was like, holy fuck. And then you're desensitized to the rejection. And then boom, you're good. You're chilling. You can just go off into life and not worry about getting rejected. And now your game is actually a lot better, because a lot of dudes fuck up because they're worried about getting rejected, and then they filter themselves out. They try to be too nice, and that fucks themselves up. Instead, they need to be unfiltered and not care if they get rejected, okay? That's the thing, is you need to not care if you get rejected. Like, the truth is, some girls are going to like you, some girls aren't. But that's the game to have, is to embrace the girls that like you and say, I don't give a fuck if girls don't like me. Like, the girls that don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Like, one of my biggest issues when I was in high school is I cared what people thought about me. Like, I cared if a girl liked me as a person. Like, I cared if girls that I didn't really know that well in my high school, like, gave a fuck about me or who I thought of me as a person. Now I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck at all. I really don't care, because there's no benefit to caring. That's the thing. If there was a benefit to caring, then I would care, but there's zero benefit to caring. But thanks for the advice, man. Hell yeah. AA, yeah, Jake, where are you? Background, looks strange, room. I have tips about that since I'm a girl. Trust Jake, because he's been in a bunch of relationships, so he's used to being rejected, so he has good tips for you guys. Well, like I said, I've been in, no labeled relationships. I've definitely dated around. But I do know what it's like to be rejected, especially my younger self, when I was very skinny, underdeveloped, and low confidence, all this different stuff. It produced, you know, a lot of rejections for sure. And that one thing that's really sad is sometimes some dudes will get rejected once, and that's how they perceive themselves. If I perceived myself off of, how my first couple interactions went with, like, girls, I would be in a land of fucking hell, because I would perceive myself as not the way I want to, you know? And it's just very important that you practice. You practice and you learn. That's what's very important. But Jake, brother, do you encounter like when you trying to talk on a girl to say something important or give things, they fall in like towels, then they will go away like has insult before, speak what I'm going to do. Wait, so sorry. Uh do you encounter like when you trying to talk to a girl just to say something important or give the things, they fall in like towels, uh, then they will go away like has insult before speak. I don't necessarily know what that means. I'm trying to understand. Bro, do you remember me from June? Hell yeah. Um, I think what you're trying to say is like if when I encounter them. Okay, I'm gonna try to read it one more time. Uh, but Jake, brother, do you encounter like when you trying to talk on a girl just to say something important or give the sorry for my background, bro. I'm really from a different country, but I'm saying about is when I trying to help, like help, but before I even speak, is they going to go away or more? Okay. So what do you mean help? Like what do you mean help them or say something important? What does that mean? Like is that is that your form of flirting? Is that your form of trying to get them attracted to you? Because if you're going into an encounter with a woman trying to get them more attracted to you and you're going and trying to help them or say something important to them and you want them to listen, that is the wrong way to go into the interaction. The way you want to go into interaction with a woman if you want them to be attracted to you is very relaxed, very chill, and very confident. Okay, so a lot of dudes fuck up is they're either too nervous, right, too shy and too in the corner, right, and too like whatever, and then the other fuck up is they're too all over the place. They're too cringy. They're too like feminine. They're too outgoing. They're too all over the place. They talk too much. They're too extroverted. Those dudes fuck up too because they just talk themselves out of fucking girls liking them all the time. Then you have the dude that is confident and doesn't need to overtly talk that much to be confident. That's the one that they're extremely attracted to. That's simple as that. No, I'm not flirting. It's about because I encounter this when I'm walking that woman fallen she's book, so I try to give it back, but like she said, go away. It's like she told me an insult, bro. I don't even know. Okay. So I'm starting to see what's going on. It seems like you had a really, really weird interaction with a girl, and now your brain is stuck on it. Here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have more interactions with girls so you can get that shit out of your brain. Because there's no way to get that shit out of your brain until you have more better interactions with girls. That's the reality. This is what I'm saying. A lot of dudes fuck up for the exact example I just told you. You're now bringing up a situation that happened that you're still thinking about with a woman that didn't even have anything to do. She just dropped her books and now you're overthinking the hand it to her or whatever. That could fuck up so many dudes' perception. Just a simple, like, them smiling at a girl and a girl just giving a weird look. That right there could fuck up a dude's entire perception of himself for the rest of his fucking life if he's not smart and careful. So I say talk to as many girls as possible so you can learn, get better, and have a better perception of yourself. Okay? And here's the thing. The dudes that actually win when they're starting in a very, very low spot in the race and they're very behind in the race, they approach girls, okay? They fuck up. They learn what's wrong with them. They get better. They continue to do it until it works, okay? That's the reality, okay? And those dudes are going to win in the end because they have that no quit mentality. They got that no quit energy. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to be Mr., abundance mindset and just desperate for girls. That's what I'm saying. They can really pick up off of desperate energy. But this idea that you go for something you want, it's very hard to navigate what it actually is to be, an attractive guy because, dudes are very cut and dry. They want the quick answer, and the answer comes through a lot of like self-development. That's the real thing. Like if I could say how to be more attractive on a video, then everybody that watches my videos would be more attractive. But you need to actually practice these things in the real world and do them. Hey, what's up, dude? I have a boyfriend. Okay. Said I what up? What up? Hey, do you remember me? What up? What up? Welcome. Thanks for the advice, man. By the way, I'm really got scared on the thing she told me there and thinking mostly I might trouble. I don't know what Dee even said, but maybe I got you saying now I might really need to change too. Yeah, you do. Because the biggest issue is a lot of dudes, they get caught up, especially on social media, right? Because they see, here's where a lot of young dudes fuck up. A lot of young dudes fuck up. They go on social media and they see women complaining about creepy men, right? And then they're just like, oh, am I creepy? Like, that's what they think. They're just a kid. They don't know what the fuck's going on. We're teenagers. We don't know what the fuck's going on. This is what sucks about being a dude sometimes when you have to overcome it and win at life. Is you're gonna see this online of women complaining about men being creeps, and you're just gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm not a bad guy. Like you've gone your entire life being the nicest person ever. You're like so confused. You're like, I'm a nice person. Why the fuck? What? How are men bad? Like you're just confused, and your brain's just fucking like skewed up. And then also not having girls attracted to you on top of that, and you're like, wait a second. So they're complaining and they're not attracted to me. That could really fuck with your brain, right? But I don't know what the fuck. I've like completely lost my fucking train of thought. I need to go back. And thinking mostly I might trouble. I don't know what Dee even said, but maybe like you've gone your entire life being the nicest person ever. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, you've gone your entire life being the nicest person ever. So then you're seeing online that all these fucking people are like saying, "Oh my god, no, men are creeps, men are creeps." And then you're a fucking teenage dude, and then you're just like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm creepy. I guess I'm a creepy guy. So I guess when I'm with women, then I perceived as creepy." And then they perceive them. You have to understand something. When women on TikTok are talking about creepy men, they're talking about old men. They're talking about 40-year-old men. They're never talking about you. Never once were they ever talking about you. All those times you thought you were talking, they were talking about you, that they thought you were like, oh my god, they were never talking about you. They were never talking about you. The dudes that look like creeps are the dudes that think they're creeps. And the reason they think they're creeps is because they're probably addicted to something that they shouldn't be. We all know what that is. And that now makes them more creepy. And then they perceive themselves as creepy, and then they think that they're creepy. If you never thought of yourself as creepy, then you're not creepy. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what you need to embody. So if you're a teenage dude and you're worried that you're too creepy to girls, fucking grow some goddamn balls, right? Understand that you have the ability to be confident and attract women. And the truth is, women want hot guys to hit on them. They want attractive men to hit on them. But guess what? They say hot guy, that doesn't necessarily always mean looks. That just means aura. That could just mean presence. You need to think like that. They want guys that they're attracted to hit on them. Obviously, I'm not saying the dynamic for you as a man is the best when you cold approach them first. Obviously, the dynamic is better through dating apps or friend-to-friend jealousy. That's the best dynamic. But you still need the confidence to do it. Simple as that. What would you do when you have an ex? Because I have one. I would continue doing my life and trying to win. Jake, I have a favorite. How long do you usually stream for? Not too long. Today long though. Dang, right? It would. And yes, I'm a girl. Hell yeah. Can you stay alive for a while? I'm going to church and want to still watch this video. Hi, what up? What up? Yeah. So that's what we got for today. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I don't know why this stream went on a little bit longer than I guess I intended, but it's fine. When the one video of a grandpa tried to make himself look like a 24-year-old, that video was messed up. My kid was being a creep. No joke. Interesting. Thanks. Have a great day. Okay, bye. Peace out. All right. Peace out. Don't quit. Become the best version of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because guess what? You deserve to win. Yep. Thanks. Have a great day. And you still help, like my therapist said. Hell yeah. Like my cousin. I meant to say that video. I'm using the voice thing. Gotcha. Yeah. So, like I said, y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve better in life, better human experiences. You know you do. You know you deserve more. You know that God's calling you for more. So how about you use those call outs to your advantage and actually win because you deserve it. You deserve to work hard for your body and your brain and your mind and your spirit.